Start by boiling the lentils. Then, once they're done, turn on the oven to about 350 and get it preheating. In the meantime, add olive oil to your cooked lentils, the heat on low. Enough olive oil to really let them soak it up. Then, add about 2 pinches of salt. I prefer coarse salt, but if you have regular salt, that's okay too. After the salt, add a healthy amount of dried onion or garlic powder, enough so that it can really live up to the rest of the lasagna once it's done. This is, after all, going to be 2 layers of your lasagna. So you really want to let it soak in and stir it all together so that the lentils can soak up that good flavor. Once that's all soaked in, it's time for the marinara. I like organic, but if you have conventional, that's okay too. Sometimes they're a little hard to open. With a few shakes, nope, that didn't do it. So I grabbed my handy rubber hot sticker. This one's from Cuisinart. I absolutely love it. Throw in the marinara and stir it all together. Now our sauce is really coming together. Looks good, and you can't really tell from the video, but it smells great too. Now that that's done, we have everything together. First, butter the pan so that nothing sticks to the outside of it. Then, put in your new lentil sauce. I like to make sure that it's evenly spread so that it cooks evenly too. So, make sure to get in all the little corners, make sure there are no bald spots on the bottom of the pan. It's worth the little extra effort to really make it even. Once that's done, it's time for your first layer of pasta. This rice pasta, you don't have to boil, and I cut it on the sides to make sure it fits into my pan. Then comes the chickpeas. This is just a layer right on top of the first pasta layer. I like to add cumin to this. This is my secret spice for the vegan lasagna. Make sure it gets all over that layer, and then you can add some color with cilantro. If you have regular cilantro, fresh cilantro, that's great. I'm using dried, but fresh would be preferred. And here comes the dried onion or dried garlic powder again, so that the chickpeas can soak up some of that flavor too, and it will blend better together. A little bit of salt to help soak up some of the water in the chickpeas so they can be nice and crunchy. Then comes our next layer of pasta, going the opposite direction of the first layer. And our last layer of sauce. To top it all off, we will do some chickpeas. Make sure they're even, just like the sauce in the bottom of the pan. This way, again, it'll just cook more evenly. Oops, a few stragglers over there. There we go. Then put tinfoil on the pan tightly, and into the oven we go. It'll cook at 350 for about 50 minutes, 50. Then 50, you take it out. Be careful, it's hot, so make sure you pull it away from you when you take off the tinfoil. But it looks amazing. It smells so good. I can't wait to try this. But once the tinfoil's off, it goes back into the oven for about 10 minutes. Where are you? There you go. Like I said, back into the oven. See you in 10 minutes. Alright, 10 minutes has passed in video world, and we're taking out our done lasagna. Oh man, this looks great. Just as I suspected, the chickpeas are nice and crispy on the top, and everything looks really blended nicely. Alright, now I like to cut it 3 ways on each side. Once that way, and another, so you have 3 sections. Oh, so I guess that's cutting it twice. Twice on each side, so you have 3 sections. And down the other way. It really all depends on what size pieces you like of lasagna. I like to make smaller pieces so I can manage my portion portions, but sometimes that just means taking 2 pieces instead of one big one. Alright, now it is time to take it out. Let's see it all come together. Nice! Pretty much all comes off. Pretty exciting. A little bit left on the bottom of the pan, but that's pretty normal even for non-vegan lasagna. Plus, it makes for a good topping. Now, for the taste test. Alright. Amazing!